Today we are on a special mission, which is so much fun. Evelyn has given me a job, which is awesome. We've got Dave and Lisa. They're moving from Colorado. I'm going to be here and I'm going to scope out some homes for them in Waynesville, North Carolina, because that's where they want to be. It's kind of like Colorado, but a little bit different, like super fun vibe and cute little community feel. So join us today. We're going to see two homes. We are going to compare them, see if they would even work for Dave and Lisa, and take you through our process. So you're going to want to stick with us, especially if you're thinking about moving to Waynesville. Y'all, we are on a mission today, and it's going to be super fun because Lisa and Dave are moving from Denver, Colorado, and I'm out here in Waynesville kind of scoping it out for them. Now, normally I can't go pre-scope, but their home is on the market in Denver. Their condo is already on the market in Denver, and they need to get here quickly because time is of the essence. So I want to give you a little bit of a rundown about what they're looking for and kind of take you through our process of what it looks like to buy a home with the Living in Asheville team, because that's what we specialize in, is helping you find your place, your happy place. So their budget is anywhere from $450,000 to $550,000. What's going on for them in Denver is they are priced out. I mean, they are currently in a condo. They're hoping to expand their family at some point. They're like mid-late 30s, and they have a dog, a cute dog named Bailey, who wants a little bit of room to run around, and they're in a condo right now. And they're priced out in Denver, and they're tired of big city life, they're tired of traffic, and they're a little chilly-willy out there too. So they really appreciate like Western North Carolina. There's a lot of similarities to Colorado and Western North Carolina. We both have the mountains, although they're not as jagged as the Rockies. I mean, the Smoky Mountains and the Blue Ridge Mountains, in Western North Carolina are a little bit more vivacious, like the curves of a lady. So much hiking, so many fun things to do outside. So like their interests and their needs are still being met here in Western North Carolina. Like, look here, we got the Mass General Store, which is an outfitter store, super cute. I mean, there's you get everything you need to go camping or whatnot right there. Now, they're coming to the area. They both have jobs in their pocket already. He works in IT, she's a graphic designer. So super easy, they're gonna be working from home. Now they're looking for a place that's 2 or 3 bedrooms. They prefer three bedrooms, of course, but they can also do like with a little space downstairs. They just need 2 home offices. They cannot be all up on each other because they both are on the phone and they're doing stuff and they need quiet and solitude because they're creative, right? And then room, of course, for Bailey to run, and like mountain views would be awesome. So we're gonna go on a little bit of a hunt today, which is gonna be so cool, and we need your help. So this is fun. We all get to do this together because house hunting these days is kind of a collaborative effort. We all get to participate. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at 2 different homes. We talked about Waynesville last week in the video where we're looking. Now, the cool thing about Waynesville is it's just 30 minutes west of Asheville. And if you want more specific information about Waynesville, go back and look at last week's video, which is all lifestyle, all Waynesville. But it's super easy to get to Asheville if you need to. And home prices here are about 20 to 25% less than Asheville proper. So you're gonna get a lot more bang for the buck when you come 30 minutes west of Asheville, which is kind of what people are looking for. And that's what we do. We help people move to the area. Reach out any of the ways down below. We'll be glad to hook you up, because when you're coming here from another area, you're not always going to know exactly where the best spot is that will meet your needs. So we make videos all the time exactly about that. And today we're going to take you on a journey to find Dave and Lisa the perfect place. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this home. I'm totally in love. Now, this took us 3 minutes to get to from downtown Waynesville. And guess what year this home was built? I bet you could never guess it. Haha. 1974. Does it look it? Yes, it does. Does it have a lot of potential? Heck yes, it has a lot of potential. So it is on almost 0.4 acres. So you have a little bit of a front yard that's sloped. And it has a big, beautiful front deck, which I think they probably used a lot of. And from here, I can see the mountains in the distance and the clouds kind of sweeping over those mountains. And I can imagine spending so much time out here because guess what? The weather's pretty good in Waynesville. Should we go in? Let's do it. Okay, as we head in, the first thing I gotta show you guys is the living room. It's massive, and look at these big, big windows here. That way you can see those mountain views really easily. And you know where I would be, because I like to be toasty, is in front of the fireplace. And it doesn't look like it's a gas fireplace. It's a wood burning fireplace. And look at these. Okay, I would be here all the time. Look at this. They even have the lighting coming cascading down the fireplace. How cozy is that? That's exactly where I'd be. And then they have their beautiful chairs here and a nice accent wall. What is this? This is like a textured wallpaper. This could almost stay. I like it. It's kind of cool. Let's head into the kitchen, see what they have going on. Looks like they've redone the kitchen since 1974. It's very nice. These cabinets are super high quality. Ooh, that's where you put your bread and your pastries. Heading into the dining room area, big and spacious, tall ceilings that open up into the living room. So it has that airy, beautiful feeling. I think this could really work for them because there's so much potential. So if you think about what they're dealing with in Denver, they're dealing with small, cramped spaces pretty much because they're in a condo right now. And they're looking at not having any room for their pup. So like really having some space outside would be perfect. Now, keep in mind, there's just the two of them right now. So, I mean, they would be probably in here, which is the primary bedroom, which is nice. Look, there's mini splits. So they've updated the systems here, which is perfect. And they've updated the bathrooms. So they would probably be in one bedroom. So we have to make sure that there's enough space for home offices. Look at this bathroom. Okay. Cool shower. Totally updated. I love this stonework and the tile work and the rain shower head. Absolutely fabulous. Okay, let's go see what else there is throughout. Now, there's got to be another bedroom here. Okay, here it is. It's a little bit smaller. Now, this is on the main level. So this could be a guest bedroom or it could be an office. So we got to keep in mind that they both work from home. Here's another bathroom. Ooh, I love this tile on the floor. Heck yeah. And here's where your bathtub is, Lisa. I know you like a bathtub. I do too. So here's a great bathtub here with some jets. And you know why I love this? I got to tell you. So I love this because it is not massive, but it has jets, so you have massage, which is awesome. So it's not a big commitment every time you take a bath. You can just take a bath. You don't have to commit to 5 hours because you've used 24,000 gallons of water. Look at this beautiful vanity here. I dig this bathroom. They have made it fabulous. Okay, so we've got this whole one level here, which would work well for them. That's easy peasy. Laundry room here. Now, there's some stairs here going down. I wonder what's downstairs. Let's go check it out. So you'll notice a lot in Western North Carolina, there's going to be basements. And when you have a basement, sometimes you have usable space, sometimes you don't. And it looks like here, from what I can tell, is that they have a lot of usable space. Now, how tall is this? I'm 5'6". Ooh, I wonder if that's 7 feet. Most of the time, to be counted as square footage, it has to be over 7 feet consistently. So I'm not sure, you wouldn't want to have your tall people in here too much. But this is a cool little room. You could actually, okay, they've used it as a bar. Let's see. But you could have an office down here too. I mean, it's not ideal because you don't have tons of exterior windows. But hey, for nighttime, for barring, which is what they're doing, then this is perfect. And here's another option over here. This is cool. This could be anything. Now there's no windows here, so this is not going to be counted as a bedroom or anything like that. But hey, another extra space if you need an office. Now, here's a spot that looks like they do use. And you have a bathroom here with another little shower. And I love to see this dehumidifier right here. That means they are taking care of their home. That means that they are conscious of humidity. And every time you have a basement in Western North Carolina, because we have a lot of moisture, which keeps us young looking, you want to have a dehumidifier down here just to keep it up and dry, even during the winter. Look at all this extra space. And there's even a little fireplace down here, which is perfect. Looks like you have some baseboard heating, but I bet they have some other heating too. So yeah, this is a whole other living area down here, which you don't want to forget about because this would be great for them. So if they had guests come and stay, the guests could stay down here. Now, it's not like you don't want to put someone down here forever, but for a few nights, leave it and have them have their own little space. You could have a little kitchenette down here, whatever you need. Now, let's see if we keep following this trail around. I wonder what's on the other side of this door. This is my favorite thing about real estate, y'all. It's like you're on a treasure hunt all the time. You never know what you're gonna find. You never know what's gonna be behind door number 3. Ah, it's the garage. Heck yeah, look at that. So this would be perfect for them. They have 2 cars right now. They're parking on the street. They're not loving that. Looks like they're storing some firewood in here. They have like a little workbench over here. This is exactly kind of what they're looking for. So just spread out a little bit. You know, they're just of the age where they want to be able to spread out a little bit. So let's go back through this door here. Y'all, we're back in the kitchen. How convenient is that? So you can just park right in the garage. You enter into the kitchen and voila. Now we need to make sure there's enough space outside for Bailey, because that's one of the big things that they're looking for is proximity, a little bit of privacy. So absolutely you have privacy here. Oh, they even have, look at this, they even have like a little waterfall. It's not running right now because it's in the middle of winter. Now here's the deal, y'all. Bailey needs a place to run, right? Bailey needs a place to run. There's a little bit of an incline here, so it's not ideal, but what you could do is you could fence off the front and let Bailey out the back, and Bailey could run around. Now, one thing I want to point out here is, you know, we were just downstairs and we saw those like faux windows there. Now, those need to get light, and they also need to be able to escape through them. So if you look over here, you'll see how they have solved that problem by installing this plastic coating over those windows so that the light can still come in, and if they're for awful reasons, but if you, God forbid, if you needed to escape through those windows, you absolutely could. So look at this beautiful stonework here that goes around, I think, right to the front yard. Yeah, that goes right to the front yard. So you could totally fence off this area with your mountain views, and Bailey could run around the whole thing. And then you still have a beautiful deck over here to enjoy the great weather. I mean, think about this right now. Look what I'm wearing. I'm wearing like slit like nothing. Now, a couple days ago, it was cold. It was really cold. So it's a mixed bag, truthfully. January, February might get a little bit chillier, but right now it's a little bit of a mixed bag. Now, here's what I do, because I am Beth and I would put a hot tub in every area. I would put a hot tub back here because you have all the privacy you need. You got these beautiful rhododendrons. They like water, huh? They got another little fountain area. I would have a meditation garden over here and a hot tub. And they've got their grill right here and their little fire pit. This looks like a gas fire pit. I don't know how that works, but it looks awesome. I think you just I think there's gas that like goes under it. This is a sweet little place. And it's pretty affordable too. So if you remember their budget is like $450 to $550. Let's go see how much this is. Look, walking sticks, y'all. Because of all the hiking and the trails. Aw, that's sweet. I bet you can just walk out your backyard right here and just keep on going. Keep on going all the way. Where would you go? Where would you go? Up to Canada? No, I don't know if I would go. So this is about 2,200 square feet. And we got to see if the basement counts or not. And let's go check on the price. And let's see, do you think this would work for them? I'm kind of feeling like it would, because there's just there's not a lot that they would have to do to this home. I mean, it's already like, there's great wood floors. There's awesome countertops. There's vaulted ceilings. There's a stone fireplace in there. I mean, there is just so much potential here. I think it would be just some preferences in paint colors and like rugs, and then hey, you're calling it a day. Y'all, look at those mountain views right there. Do you know how much people pay for mountain views like that? And it's still pretty quiet. I hear some construction like in the background, but I think Lisa and Dave are gonna dig this because they're getting so much more land than what they're used to being able to afford in Denver. So this is going to be awesome. Plus, if they wanted to walk downtown, like to go to a restaurant or go to or go see music or like a coffee shop or something like that, then I think it's really close. I mean, it's like less than a mile, something like that. Or you could bike. This is right in the front yard. Like, I'm looking at the house. Look at this hammock. Now this, I don't know how they do this because this is pretty dang high, but look, you got a mountain view behind you. It is a little damp, but do you think I should try to get in? Okay, maybe I'll just try to get in. Oh, this is so relaxing. Okay, never mind. Okay, y'all, so just to go over the specs with you all, this home was built in 1974. It legally has 2 bedrooms because you know what? Some of that basement stuff is not going to work. 3 bathrooms. It is 2,200 square feet, almost 2,300 square feet on 0.36 acres. So a little bit under from what they were looking for. They're looking for about a half acre, but this is expansive and it has mountain views and lots of little like zones in which you can live outside as well. And I think it meets most of their needs because it has, you know, that extra space for the home office, things like that. Let me know what you think. Like, what would you do to this home too? Because I have so many ideas. I love mid-century modern, and there's so many cool ways to like decorate it. And it's coming in at $480,000. So under their budget, they have some extra wiggle room for outfitting it, for decorating it. Is it a good fit? Let me know. We're on our way now to the second home for Dave and Lisa, and one thing I want to mention is that Dave is really into like boating and water, so he would love to be near water, so he's kind of in luck in Western North Carolina because we have lots of rivers and lakes all over the place. So the second home that we're going to look at is near a lake, Lake Junaluska, and that's a whole other area near Waynesville that is so quaint and cute and has its own little vibe too. So this property is going to have a little bit of yard too for the dog to run around. They're going to have some privacy, but they're going to be near a lake that they can walk all the way around, which is super fun. So we're going to check that out. Now, one thing I want to just make you aware of in Western North Carolina is we're surrounded with mountains. So everywhere you look, especially in Waynesville, as we've been driving around today, there are mountains everywhere, and they're gorgeous, and they have this like beautiful blue hue to them that is just breathtaking. And the sunsets, oh my goodness, I love it. So this is the land of recreation, which is perfect for people like them from Colorado that are coming to this area. And you know, we're going to look at homes at the bottom of their budget so that they have some room to do some renovations if they want to, because it's rare that you walk into a home and you're like, love it, totally love it. So yeah, so, and it's kind of fun to be creative too, right? So we're headed down to Lake Junaluska right now. Funny name, huh? And it looks like there's kind of like a summer camp theme happening in this area. I see some churches and some like, it's like a hotel, an event center, and all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of things that go on here, but what locals love about it is that they can walk around the lake, and there's geese everywhere and beautiful mountain backdrop and lots of nature and just beautiful landscape in this area. So if you live in the Waynesville area, then this is a really fabulous, beautiful amenity that you get to experience, and it's 5 minutes from downtown. It's not like you have to drive like 20 or 30 minutes away to get out on the lake. So if you were to live on the lake, which is just 5 minutes from Waynesville, then of course you have access to all the areas surrounding. But what I didn't realize too is there's this whole area here where there's a big pool. There are tennis courts over here. There's pickleball. There's like a mini golf area too. And I'm not sure if this is part of a club or I don't know, or for maybe for the community here, Lake Junaluska Assembly, you know. But here are all these boats, like in kayaks and everything like that, and geese galore. I've never seen so many geese hanging out telling jokes. I think geese always tell those jokes and then they laugh at themselves. Do you ever hear them go ha 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 ha? So here they have, this is the Outfitters, it looks like. So they have Sunday brunch buffet, they have weddings out here, they have youth and adult leader retreats and a gift shop. Look at this pool. Pool is closed in December. I'm shocked. Here we are at house number 2. Now this is in Lake Junaluska, which is what we were just telling you about, which is an incredible part of the Waynesville area. And you still have some views out here in the background. I see some rolling green hills, and the lake is down there. Now you could probably walk to the lake from here, but you're not on the lake right here. So let's head on in. There's a big front porch here, and then let's explore this property and see if it would work for them. Oh, welcome home, it says. Now here we're gonna have a pretty much one level living area. And we're gonna start in the living room here with a nice gas fireplace, pretty tall, nice ceilings too. And this home has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, which is exactly what they were asking for anyway. It feels a lot more spacious too. I mean, this kitchen is not as small. You have more space in here. You have a full dining room too over here that leads out into a back deck with a hot tub. And then you have your primary bedroom here. So this is pretty big. Now this is carpeted here. It doesn't look like it's in terrible shape, but a lot of our clients, when they decide to buy a new property, they either put in new carpet or they change it to hardwood floors. And so off the primary bedroom, you're gonna have the bathroom. You have a pretty big shower here and then double sinks. This looks out over into the front. What could you do here? I would put in maybe another linen closet or something like that, even though it looks like they have one right there. Let's see what else this house has to offer, because what's really important to this couple, because they both work from home, is that they have their own spaces in order to do that. So if we walk this way, I bet we will find, yes, some more bedrooms. Now look at this, they have bunk beds in here. What a great idea. Here we have some nice wallpaper, some bunk beds. This is currently set up as a short-term rental because in this area, there's a lot of people that vacation here. So it's important for a lot of people to be able to use their home as a short-term rental. Now, I did notice, because of the subdivision that this is in, Lake Junaluska Assembly, there are some covenant and restrictions, so you do need to be mindful of that, and we can advise you on that too. And the HOA fee for this area is $1,200 a year, and I bet that includes a lot of those amenities that you see down below. So here's another bathroom on the main level. And then I'm noticing that there is a downstairs. So let's go check that out. Okay, so here we are. We're down in the basement. And what? These are some tall ceilings. You could totally finish this out. I get so excited when you can find places to finish out. You can add some extra square footage to your investment, y'all. So look at this. You have windows that come all the way down. The ground is a little bit higher than my knee right here, but you have natural daylight that's coming in. Look, they've got a pool table down here, some hanging out. A ping pong and a pool table, some hanging out tables right here. And then look behind me, it's another like little chill out area with a big screen TV. You could watch the game down here. You know what else you could do, Lisa and Dave? You could put an office down here or a workout room, which is exactly what they've done. Everybody needs a good workout room with some padding. I need to get on one of these ellipticals, get a little exercise after all that sub-eating. Oh my gosh, can I even get my feet in it? Can I? Oh my gosh, I gotta work it off. I gotta work off that sourdough. I love being able to exercise in your own home. That's so fabulous. So when you have basements like this, you really get to decide how you want to finish it off. Now, when you look at the ceiling here, you'll see that they have not included the ceiling. But if they had included, really simply, if they had included like finishing out the ceiling here and then putting in some finished floors, like finishing out this room, it could be counted as extra square footage. That's a great hack to adding extra value to your home. So in Asheville and in Western North Carolina, we not only help buyers relocate, we help sellers as well. And if you want any advice on that, feel free to reach out any of the ways down below. We are your Asheville ambassadors pretty much. So we're glad to help anytime. Let's head back upstairs and check out the outdoors. Here's something I'm noticing right here, right off the basement, is there's a door that goes straight to the outside, which we could just go out. So if you wanted to finish out this and make it into an Airbnb down here, a short-term rental, you could, because they have their own exit straight to the driveway right here. You could just totally, you could have a little kitchenette down there, make a little bedroom, bathroom. I bet it's already plumbed, who knows? Let's head up and see what's out here. Now, one thing I want you to notice behind me, without me falling off the cliff, is the driveway. Now, some people get a little nervous about driveways in Western North Carolina, and it really depends. So if you want a beautiful view behind you and you want to live on the side of a mountain and the mountain lifestyle, sometimes that comes with a steep driveway. And the first 2 times you drive up it, you're like, this is terrible. And then the next time you drive up, you're like, hey, it's not that bad. I'm getting super tough. And then the next time you drive up, you're like, oh, I'm already at the top. You don't even notice. So you're going to be fine. It takes a minute. You don't need a 4-wheel drive. You just need a little bit of skills and confidence. So heading back over here to the other side, I love how they've done this like herringbone brick driveway. Wow, okay. And heading out to the back porch here, you'll see because it is an active short-term rental, you're gonna have a little fire pit and a hot tub here and a grill so that you can make memories with your besties or your family, whatever you'd like to do. And then boom, bada boom, we're right back in the house. Do you think this would work for them? I want to get your opinion because in a lot of ways the layout is really nice here. It does not have that mid-century modern feel that the other home had, but it does have a lot of appeal. And you still have those mountain views, which they really wanted too. But here's the thing it's kind of missing is that area for Bailey to run around in and like be able to fence it off. But you're really close to the lake. And Dave really likes to be out on the lake and on water, like in a kayak and a boat. And they don't have to be anywhere. So it's not like they have to be really, really close to town for any reason. So here's what I want you to do. Let's go on the front porch and let's talk about this. So here's what I want you to do is I want you to vote down below and tell me which home do you think would work better for them? Because we're thinking about they're moving from Colorado. They're both working from home. They really want views. They would love to be near water. It's not a deal breaker, but they would like it. They would like to extend their family and expand their family a little bit in the next few years. So they want the space. And we got to think about like what would be the most convenient for them. So if you could just vote down below, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, which house would be better, which house do you like and why? And we'll keep making videos like this. So hit the subscribe button and you're going to learn all about Western North Carolina with the Living in Asheville team and how the whole process works. So stay tuned and let's keep going. Look at this beautiful lake. I would be out here all the time. I do have a friend that lives out here and he always posts in the morning of like his morning walk around the lake. And I think that's so beautiful. Now I want to give you guys a home buying tip because it's not always something that we talk about on here, but it's super important and can be intimidating when buying a home in a new spot. So when we think about septic systems in Western North Carolina in places that are a little bit more rural than outside of a city where we don't always have, we're not always on the city water system or something like that, then septic systems can be intimidating for people, but they're not really. I mean, now I am not an expert in septic, but I can tell you a thing or two. One thing you want to consider is you want to consider how many people are living in the home. So the waste doesn't go just straight out into the city utilities. It goes into what's like a box and seeps through into a drainage field. And so you have to get it pumped every once in a while. It depends on how much you're using the home and how many people live in the home and how big the septic system is. So in North Carolina, we can't sell a home that has a 2-bedroom septic system and listed as a 3-bedroom home. So we really have to be conscious of that. So sometimes you'll see homes that are actually a little bit bigger, but you'll see it listed with less bedrooms because the septic system is rated as a 2-bedroom. So every once in a while you'll have to get it pumped, and when I say every once in a while, I'm saying once a year, maybe once every 2 years, maybe if you're a little bit of a slacker, once every 3 years, something like that. And you want to be careful about what you put into the septic system. You don't want to put anything except toilet paper and waste, obviously. And you want to also not put things like bleach and things that are going to break up that natural process that happens in a septic system as well. So don't be intimidated. It's super easy and it's kind of worth it because once you're out in the wilderness a little bit further, then you can have these mountain views and you can have this privacy and this awesome life. So don't let it hold you back. And of course, we'll guide you on all of it. So when you're thinking about buying a home in Western North Carolina, there's a few things that you're going to want to consider, and especially when it comes to relocation. And that's kind of, this is our specialty. This is what we do, is we help you. So I want to talk to you about how that process could work because Dave and Lisa have their home on the market already. They already have a contract on it, which is perfect. So that means the clock starts ticking, right? So they have a certain amount of days before they need to move out of their home and identify another property that they're going to buy. And this is the part that scares people the most because you're kind of like dangling off the side of a cliff, with your feet in midair while you identify the next property. And some people get really scared about that. And kind of that's where we come into play because we're able to help you through this whole process. Now, whether it be you come to Western North Carolina and you get like a furnished finder or a short-term rental for a little bit, so you don't have to unpack all your things, from your large house, you can just get like a furnished apartment or house for a little bit, or an Airbnb, something like that. Or perhaps you rent for a little bit, but then you got to unpack everything because those are usually not furnished. So that's something to consider. Now, North Carolina has a little bit different real estate rules than other states too, because we have a thing called due diligence, which our team will go over with you too. But it makes it a little bit more intricate, and you want to be knowledgeable about the whole process. So we'll advise you on that. But there's so many beautiful, cool little places around Western North Carolina that are so different. Like, look at this, Bushy the dog. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this. Can you actually see what this is? This is a whole bush. Looks like it's yellow sometimes. And this is Bushy the dog. Right on the side of a lake. So I don't know what it is. They put something in the water around here that makes people a little quirky and a little fun. Because sometimes I find, and you may find as well, that we can tend to take life a little bit seriously. And we think that it's a very big deal. And there are definitely big deals in life. But like sometimes we can just lighten up a little bit and have a little fun. And that's what we do in the Living in Asheville channel. And that's what we do when we take you through the real estate process too, is we know it's a big deal. And it is scary for a lot of people. We get that. Absolutely. It's a huge deal. We're going to have fun while we do it. We're going to have fun while we do serious business, y'all. Oh, I love this. Look at this mural. It says, "Hear a small piece of these mountains. Stop, be still, listen, and hear the great peace of these mountains." Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us on our mission to find Dave and Lisa the perfect place. If you want to see part 1 of the Waynesville video, you're going to click right over here and you can check it all out. Everything you need to know about Waynesville. Until then, ciao for now.